LoatheCast.
This is B.L. Wassoon, and you're listening to LoatheCast. Tonight's episode is all about jokes and insults, boners, guffaws, whatnot. Boners?
That's a type of joke.
I like boners. And I say liquor like.
How many hippies does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. Hippies screw in hot tubs.
Two blondes walked into a bar. One needed stitches.
What did the 0 say to the 8, Jason?
What?
I like your belt.
There once was a fellow named Miller, with a dick so huge it did kill her. He thought with a frown while glancing around, I actually thought it would thrill her.
My friend Michael went on this trip. He had this one of these in his room, one of these fans, and I knew that it turns on when you flip the light switch, and I knew it's the first thing he does when he gets home. He goes upstairs into the room and turns on the light switch. So I covered the top of the blades in flour. So we were all downstairs just waiting, and he goes upstairs, runs upstairs, turns on the switch. He's like, "Ah, guys!" He thought there was. I mean, it just like blew up. It was like this bomb of like poof smoke everywhere, and it just seriously. That was a good joke.
That is pretty funny. Next up, we've got an involved prank from Mr. Smith.
Jamo was parking his van under a covered area there, so we jacked up the rear end of it so he couldn't move forward or backward. The tires were just barely off the ground so he wouldn't notice it. And we removed all the inside door handles and window cranks. So he got in the vehicle, and he had a helper with him. It was summertime. We had summer helpers. He had a helper with him. And we were kind of hanging around there watching. He got in the vehicle and started it up and was warming it up a little bit. And both doors were still open. And pretty soon, him and his helper, they both closed the doors at the same time. And then we knew we had them. Couldn't drive, couldn't go forward, couldn't go backwards, couldn't roll the windows down, couldn't open the doors. All he could do was open up the side wing window and holler, "Help me, help me." Of course, we all had a deaf ear. The only mistake we made is we didn't unhook his electric horn, because he started honking the horn. Somebody went over and let him out. Whoever that was didn't have a sense of humor.
So, a naked lady walks into a bar. She's got a duck under one arm. She walks up to the bartender. She sets the duck on the bar and asks for a drink. The bartender gets her a drink. And he says, "What's with the pig?" And she said, "Excuse me, this is a duck." He said, "I was talking to the duck."
knock.
Who's there?
Oswald.
Oswald who?
Oswald my gone.
The Pope arrived at the gates of heaven after his death. "Welcome," said the chief angel. "You have the freedom of heaven for all of your good work." The Pope thanked the angel and then made his way through the gates, jumping into the second-hand electric golfing cart left for him there by God. "Anything you want?" asked the angel. The Pope pondered for a moment and said, "Yes, I would like to see all the ancient scripts and archives." "Of course," replied the angel. "I shall show you to the library." The Pope immersed himself in reading the thousands and thousands of ancient scripts. He was in his element, reading away. The weeks passed, then the months. The Pope just read and read. Then one day, it just so happens, God was walking past, and all of a sudden heard the Pope screaming from inside the church, "There's an R! There's a fucking R!" God entered the library and saw the Pope jumping around on a table. "There's a fucking R! I don't believe it! There's an R! A fucking great big R!" God calmed the Pope down. "My son, what's the matter with you? Why are you swearing like this?" The Pope, almost out of breath, said, "R! Fucking R! It's celebrate!"
So we're talking about jokes from the joke shop, like Mr. Mystic's downtown Salem. They had joy buzzers, dribble glasses, x-ray specs, whoopee cushions, switchblade combs, shocking lighters, exploding golf balls, chattering teeth, plastic vomit, plastic dog poop, snakes in a can, gums that tasted like pepper or that was shocking, squirting gum, arrows through the head, knives through the head, magic tricks of all sorts.
When I was living in Montana, the hip thing to do was to make fun of North Dakotans, you know, the neighbors to the east, because they were Nodaks and they were stupid. Okay? So,
that applies here then, right?
Yeah, well.
Still looking east.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. How did Montana win the North Dakota-Montana border war? North Dakota threw a grenade. Montana pulled the pin, threw it back.
Okay, you've been listening to the Southtown Gyms doing a song called Fat Grooves. That's fat with a PH and grooves with a Z. Well, here comes Trina to tell us about Tony's.
So, it's a stupid joke, and it takes a while, but I'm going to make it as short as I can.
No, right now.
Guy walking by this bar, and there's this bar called Tony's, and he goes in, and he sits down at the bar, and the bartender's like, "Everything at Tony's tonight, 15 cents. And he's like, "Really?" He's like, "I was just going to get a beer," and he's like, "Oh, everything's 15 cents. Have a well drink. Shit. Have a top name drink. Everything, 15 cents. And he's like, "Shit, yeah." Sits down, has a drink, 15 cents. Has a couple more, and he's like, "You know what? Tony, is this for real? Is this all night? You got like some deal? And he's like, no, all night. Everything's 15 cents. He's like, can I go get some of my friends? Yeah, sure. Goes and gets 6, 7 of his friends. Come back. Sit down at the bar. Bartender's like, everything at Tony's tonight, 15 cents. And everybody's like, oh, this is great. Finally, they're like, oh, shit, Tony, how can you afford to stay open? And he's like, oh, I'm not Tony. Tony owns the place. And he's like, well, who are you? My wife works here. Tony's upstairs fucking my wife. I'm downstairs fucking Tony.
Ha! That's funny.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo hoo.
Oh, now you don't have to cry.
And now, let's listen to some good cruising music.
And that was Jason Ivey.
That was Pat Daly.
That was Dave.
This is Matt Snyder.
Thanks, Matt.
Okay, Pat. Jason?
Now, let's kick back and listen to some Plazaphonic.
Booger eater. Poop head. That's all I can think of. I'm not really that good at insults either.
Fuck you.
You're a pile of shit.
Fuck you, you fucking fuck.
Disease-infested vaginal blood fart from a prison gang rape. You are a fucking cunt.
Thank God part 1's over.